Good evening, my friends. It is Friday, July 7th, 2023 at 7:17 p.m. in Ottawa, Ontario. Hope everyone's being the heat this week. There's been an extensive heat wave in Ottawa, Ontario here for the past few days, almost reaching plus 40. Generally about plus 37 basically with the humidex. And it's been tough for a lot of people who have been previously bombarded by the smoke in the air the week before, from the wildfires up in Quebec. So that has been a big hindrance to people before, and now we are dealing with the heat wave. There's a lot of things going on out there these past few weeks. Always something after another. Not to mention the overdose crisis here in Ottawa, Ontario as well. There are so many things going on here that are just epidemic. It's unbelievable. It's just never ending. Anyways, personally with the heat, I'm okay. I drank lots of water. I got the Gatorade Zero. I also had the Powerade Zero. Kept hydrated. I have my AC as well to keep me cool. And I keep my exercise regimen in the morning before the heat goes up, which is what everyone should do basically before it gets too high up in the 40, which happens usually around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. or more. At least here in Ottawa. Now, heat is a very serious thing. It can happen. It's more deadlier than the smoke effects. It can hit you like a ton of bricks when it hits. You can be sweating, not drink enough water, dizziness, nausea, all kinds of things can happen. Like when you get heat exhaustion, there's also heat stroke and heat sickness. You get heat cramps as well, which is the first stages where your legs cramp, you get cramps a lot. That's heat cramps from having too much heat exposure. When you're cycling or running or outside for a while doing strenuous activity, always have water and always have something to replenish your electrolytes, which is very important, like Gatorade or Powerade or something. Very important. And as for the heat we're having this week, we suffered a bout of smoke inhalation from the wildfires up in Quebec. Most of us are affected by that, obviously, which is even way worse, in my opinion, long term, than the effects from the heat. The heat makes it worse after the smoke, being exposed to the wildfire smoke in the air, the smog. And then being exposed to the heat after makes it 10 times worse. Now with the smoke inhalation, the smog in the air from the wildfires, I'm not sure how many people were affected. A lot of people were not affected, but I was. The first time it was really bad in the air. I got nauseated almost felt nauseous. I got headaches. Eyes were itchy, nose was, sinuses were stuffed, sore throat. And my asthma kicked in again. On Canada Day weekend, unfortunately, I stayed up several hours in that smog with friends. And drinking, unfortunately, as well, which is a double whammy. So that affected me very badly. Hello, Pooh Scissors. Just talked to one of my chat friends there. Happy Friday. Doing good. Just trying to get the smoke air in my system, which is still affecting me from last week. What happened with me is that I was suffering sore throat, sinus infection, nausea, all these problems. The smoke actually gets in your lungs and can get into your bloodstream, which messes up your whole body. I am healthy actually, drinking lots of water, having healthy food. Cut down my drinking big time, which is very cool. Because of the smoke in the air, that did not help me too much. I did party on Canada Day weekend. I drank more than I should have. But I'm cutting down again and taking it easy. And yeah, just monitoring my symptoms and monitoring my drinking and staying low. I was just talking about how smoke affects people. And for me, what helped me... Thank you. What helps me, and I started this to get the smoke out of the system. I wore a mask a couple times after that. I had lots of soup, like beef broth helped me. I had lots of beef broth soup, garlic in the soup, have pepper. I even got jalapeno peppers a few days early on in the week, which really helped cleanse my system. I had an Epsom salt bath with eucalyptus and spearmint in it, which really helped. I had peppermint ice cream, which really soothes the throat as well. Chewing gum, like peppermint gum, helps a lot. When you chew, it basically drains out your sinuses. I could feel everything draining from my sinuses as I was chewing the gum. When you chew, it helps clear your ears and get your sinuses uncleared as well. However, when you chew too much gum, too many times, the drawback about that is that you can get some gas in your stomach as well. So be careful about that if you have problems with gas and so forth. But with the exception of the smoke in the air, trying to clear my system, I've been doing this to get the smoke out of my system that is still lingering there. After effect wise, I am having trouble. When I walk upstairs, I have trouble. My asthma has kicked in again since the smoke that was in the air and the smog. My asthma is back. And I'm not cycling too hard because of the smoke in the air. I had a bit of chest pains even when it was really bad initially. And yeah. So I'm just taking it easy. Cycling down low gear, taking it easy if I do cycle. And with the heat, I'm taking it easy, walking more. And honestly speaking, I'm drinking a red wine right now. That which helps inflammation in your lungs and so forth too. Not going to drink too much today. I don't tend to get drunk or anything. Which I did last weekend and the Canada Day weekend, unfortunately. And as you guys may or may not know, I had another seizure on the Canada Day weekend after cutting down so sharply. It probably was an alcoholic seizure, since I was cutting down so much. But yeah. Another thing I'm doing too is drink lots of tea. Drink lots of tea. I've been a tea fanatic. I'm a teaaholic. Peppermint tea, mint tea, ginger tea is really good. Helps nausea, helps inflammation. I got turmeric tea with orange peel. I got lemon juice put in my teas. I got honey to coat the throat to put in the teas. And the best thing to do is drink lots of tea. Green tea helps as an antioxidant. Mind you, be careful of the caffeine. Don't take it late at night and so forth. But yeah. I got some tea from David's Tea as well. Loose tea. It's more expensive, but it's worth it. You know, that's the main thing that counts. What else? Okay, I'm just checking out my notes here. There's been a lot going on here besides the people with the suffering from the smoke inhalation from the wildfires, now being bombarded with the heat, which is not good either. So it's a double whammy for people. The ambulances are busy with these situations. Also, to let you guys know, there's also the overdose crisis. Overdoses. That is epidemic. I mean, I know so many people had overdoses. In 1 week alone, I saw 3 people have an overdose in one day alone. I talked to another person who saw 4 people overdosing Another person saw two people overdosing. And can you imagine all the overdoses going on in Ottawa, Ontario? Even before the smoke and before the heat wave? It's happening still. So the main thing is to carry an naloxone. I recommend everyone carries an naloxone. Some people have died because of no one had naloxone. You can save a life. The nasal one, I recommend there's a lot of online courses where you can learn how to use the naloxone, nasal naloxone, to save someone's life. I've seen that in person actually down at the center on King Edward in Ottawa, where some young lad, 20s, maybe 18 or something, I don't know how old he was, but he's a very young lad. He was overdosing. It looked like a seizure. And his heart, my other acquaintance went to check his heartbeat with those pulsators. I mentioned this before in another stream. Saved his life. Brought him back, which is good. There were always overdoses going on in that place for some reason, because of the safe side at least. But everyone is overwhelmed with these overdoses. There is, and understaffed as well. Understaffed issues are a very, very big thing. Unfortunately, the other people who need help with trauma of abuse and other issues, home issues and so forth, because the OD situation is so high and so urgent, and understaffed issues, no one has time to really take care of the other people. That is the thing. That is the problem. I mean, for crying out loud. I know someone who has epilepsy. He had a seizure. And I don't know. The staff is undertrained as well. Apparently someone had a seizure and they kept him on his back. No. You have to roll someone on their side so they don't throw up and bite their tongue. When someone has a seizure, roll them on their side. And these people do not do that. Anyways, if someone has epilepsy or another condition, would the naloxone mess up the person? Is it a risk they're taking? They need a medical bracelet to state that they have another medical condition instead of OD. What if someone has epilepsy and then someone shoots them up naloxone without a medication, which could aggravate the situation? That could even might kill them. So I think that anyone who has any other condition besides OD should have a medical alert bracelet. They have to. Otherwise someone could die if a mistake is made. This staff was not trained properly to even turn the person on the side who had the seizure. That's what you're supposed to do. I learned that years ago. I took CPR and first aid, which I have to take again, obviously, just to keep legit. I'm going to get a heartbeat monitor for people. I'm going to get a blood pressure monitor as well. Why not? I'll get a first aid kit and I'll get the whole kit and caboodle if I have to. Why did I spend so much money in drinking back in the old days when I seriously was addicted to alcohol? Why did I let those people suck my money dry for their drinking problem and so forth and rip me off? You live and learn. I learned a lot. But yeah, the main thing is we got to save some lives. There's an epidemic out there of overdoses and so forth. And there's so many things going on. Also, the ambulances are being cut down, obviously. Just the other day, there was an ambulance from Renfrew here in Ottawa and Wheeler Street. Renfrew. I guess they're getting really understaffed, and there's so many ODs, so many people with heat exhaustion and heat sickness, or suffering the after effects from the smoke with the heat and the overdoses, that they have to get people from out of town to help out here in Ottawa. That's what's happening now. And that's very, 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 very disconcerting. To have other ambulances from another town come over to help out in Ottawa. At least they're helping. That's the main thing that counts, you know? Anyways, yeah. There's so many things going on. There's violence like crazy out there. There was a stabbing in the market in Ontario, in Ottawa here. There was a shooting before that. Police presence is there. Although I didn't see any police presence there at all yesterday around 5 p.m. with somebody. There's so many things going on. It's just unbelievable. And understaffing the people does not help. Other people have other problems. It gets ignored because the OD crisis is taking #1 priority right now. Everything else is basically on the back burner, which is not good. So just letting you guys be aware of what's going on here in the world. Well, here in Ottawa, Ontario, and I'm sure everywhere else. I'm not sure how many other people have been affected by the smoke. I still have a scratchy throat sometimes. And I have a sprained wrist there that's persistent, on and off. Kind of a sore here in the back of the neck from cycling and turning my neck around because I lost my mirror. Which I have to get another mirror tomorrow, ASAP, to cycle again. And right now I'm off the market for warehouse jobs. I cannot do it while I'm healing from these injuries. I can cycle still, but I need a mirror. I can't turn my neck around looking for traffic really quickly. And that's why I have this pinch in my neck area, because I kept turning my head around too quickly, checking for traffic. I need the mirror. I know I have one somewhere unless someone stole it from before. So I don't know. I'm going to do a good hunt down first before I buy another mirror. Because turning my head around like that too fast really puts a strain in your neck. And I hit a pothole when I was cycling, doing that. Oh my God, it could have been a lot worse. So that mirror is #1 mandatory priority for me. Any cyclist has to have a mirror. You know, they have to. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'm talking about now. For summer plans and those dealing with boredom, hang out with a friend, have coffee out, go down, check out the lake at Dallas Lake. Here in Ottawa, there's a lot of things going on. If you can't afford it, turning it is nice. Sitting down by the lake at sunset sounds nice. If it's going to be nice this weekend, I plan to go down to check out the Gatineau Park area. I've been told there's some areas to check out, and I'm going to do that, hopefully, depending on the weather. They say it's going to be windy, it's going to be a rainy weekend, but the weather changes every day, doesn't it? Let's check it out. AccuWeather weather. Okay. Let's see what's going to be happening the next few days. There's going to be any risk of any storms happening, forget it. Because the last thing you want to do is be in the middle of the bush and have these storms coming at you. Hang on. Okay, radar warnings. The weather changes every day, so we never know what's going to happen. So, the air quality is fair, not the best quality still. Unfortunately, arthritis is moderate. Dust and dander is very, very high for those with allergies today. Yeah. Tonight's weather is going to be plus 18 here in Ottawa. Okay, so tomorrow's going to rain. A few showers, but no. Every time I want to go to Gatineau Park and check things out, something always happens. Smoke in the air last weekend, and something else happened the other weekend. This weekend is going to rain. It's July already. I want to get there before the summer ends and check these places out that the shuttle goes to. Each and every one of them. I want to before the end of the summer if I can. I don't know. It's going to be tough with all these obstacles in the way to enjoy anything. There's supposed to be a movie tonight on Quill. I was hoping to go with somebody, but that person is not contacting me. So whatever. I'm just going to stay home and drink my wine, and I might go out and do a live stream. Maybe. I don't know. So, yeah. Definitely not going to go out to a bar. I don't not want another rerun of last week having a seizure again. So yeah, just take it easy, do a live stream, and come back home. Maybe, I don't know. So anyways, yeah. There's a lot of things going on. I have another YouTuber who's keeping us updated about violence happening in certain places here in Ottawa. Stabbing, there's been a few deaths, unfortunate deaths. People have died, I mean. And overdoses, of course, is very, 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 very common, unfortunately. But violence is escalating too. So many things. Anywho, for this Friday evening, I guess that's all I have to say. Yeah. So get your naloxone kits. You never know, you could save a life. Someone died because someone did not have naloxone, unfortunately. I always carry one on hand. Check out Google and the community places and try to keep one handy, at least one. And you never know, you can save someone's life. Especially in big cities like Toronto and here in Ottawa and everywhere. Just keep your eyes open, be observant, and see someone passed out by the sidewalk, don't just walk by them thinking they're passed out drunk. It could be an overdose. That's an epidemic right now. Don't be ignorant, and don't be blind. Don't just keep walking by when you could have done something to save their life. And that's the thing I have to say for tonight. So, yeah. Take care, stay safe. Talk to you soon. And Christine Lauratown is the other YouTuber to check out about the overdoses and things going on other places in Ottawa. Take care, guys. Dave and Pooh Sisters, some other YouTuber subscribers, take care. Have a safe Friday. And might do a live stream later on. Maybe. I'll check into it. I'll check out the YouTubers and TikTokers and so forth. But right now, I'm in time. Take care, all. Might see you very sooner than you think.